Not sure how to put your bobbin into your sewing machine? Don't worry, inside this video, I'm gonna share with you a few simple steps so you can insert it into your machine like a pro. Now, before we get started, we have to know two things. One, did you know that there are actually 3 steps to threading any sewing machine? And inserting the bobbin is the third one. The first step is to make or wind the bobbin. The second is to thread the top of your machine. And the third is to insert the bobbin. So have you done the other 2 steps? If not, don't worry, I have how-to videos right here. You can watch those, do those steps first, and then come back. If you have already done them, yes, perfect, let's keep going. What kind of bobbin does your machine have? Is it a top load bobbin or is it a front load bobbin? We need to look at the needle plate, the area directly below the needle. When we look here, if you can see a plastic cover and you can actually see the bobbin, you have a top load bobbin, and this is the video for you. Now, if you look at your needle plate and you don't have a plastic cover and you can't see the bobbin and it's just a piece of metal, you have what's called a front load bobbin. And again, don't worry, I have a how-to video for you right here. But if you are ready for step 3, you're ready to insert the bobbin and you have a top load bobbin, let's jump in and see how it's done. For a top load bobbin, we are going to look at this plastic cover on the needle plate. And typically to the right is going to be a little square with an arrow next to it. We're going to put our finger on the square, push to the right, following the arrow, and the cover is going to pop up. Once it pops up, we're going to remove it, and then remove the bobbin if there is one already inside of your machine. Okay, now that the machine is empty, there's no bobbin, we're going to take our bobbin and we're going to look at either our manual or the sticker on the machine. Okay, and we're going to follow this exactly. So the first thing we need to do is check which direction the bobbin is turning. It might seem kind of strange at first, but if I hold the bobbin this way, it's going to turn clockwise. And if I hold it this way, it's going to turn counterclockwise. And this makes a difference for your sewing machine. You must put it in the right way. So according to this machine, I want to pull the thread like this so that the bobbin is turning counterclockwise. Okay? Once I have it in that position, I'm going to drop it into the machine. Then I'm going to hold the tail, the end of the thread, and I am going to hold it down flat against the machine and pull it along the side. Now the thread should go under this little gray arm. If it doesn't do this naturally, you can play with it a little bit, make sure it gets under that arm, okay? Once it's under, we're going to pull the thread up and to the left, over this little mountain, down the other side, and then pull it to the right. Now, do we see how the path I just took looks just like the diagram, okay? Follow the diagram, follow the arrows. They are going to tell you exactly how to thread your machine. Now, a note here, this little picture at the very end, if I actually pull this thread harder, like a little bit more, it will naturally cut. There is a little blade inside of the machine that cuts the tail for you so it's the proper length. Okay, once that is done, we're going to take the cover, we're going to put it back in place, make sure we go the same direction, same orientation as before, and then we're just going to push down so we lock it back in place. Now that that is done, it is time to start sewing. But I want to give you another helpful tip because I want to make sure you don't get messed up here, okay? Before you start sewing, you absolutely must make sandwiches, okay? So what I mean by sandwich is we are going to have the presser foot be the top piece of bread of our sandwich. The needle plate will be the bottom piece of bread of our sandwich, and our thread and our fabric will be the filling. So before you start sewing, make sure that you take that top thread that you've already put through the needle because you threaded the top of your machine, right? You're gonna make sure you take that thread and put it below the presser foot. There is usually a cutout somewhere on the presser foot to help you do this. So pull it in there. So now we have a nice sandwich, right? We have the top piece of bread, the bottom piece of bread, and the thread is the filling. Once you've made sandwiches, take that tail and pull it towards the back of your sewing machine. okay? Now, make sure you always make sandwiches before you start sewing. If you don't, as soon as you start moving the needle, the thread take-up lever is going to unthread your needle and then you won't have any thread to sew with. This is a really common mistake that beginners make, and they always get really frustrated wondering, why is my machine always unthreading itself? It's because you didn't make sandwiches, okay? So now that you have inserted the bobbin, make sure that you make sandwiches and try sewing with your sewing machine. Oh, I hope it goes so well for you. And now that your machine is threaded and you're sewing, I'm sure you're excited to make your first project. Maybe it's even clothing. And I would like to share with you the fastest, easiest way to start making clothing you love. And that is, in my opinion, by joining a class, okay? Learning on your own can feel very hard. Where do you ask questions? What if you get stuck? What should you learn next? What project should you pick? There are so many questions, which is why I have put together an online class with live support from me to walk you through everything you need to know, from unboxing your machine to actually wearing your first piece of DIY clothing. So if that would make your sewing journey way more fun, way easier, you can join the class, learn more about it down in the comments. Okay? So now that your machine is threaded and you're gonna start sewing, make sure you don't make these 3 big mistakes, okay? My next video is about the 3 biggest mistakes most beginners make, and then it stops them from making anything, any project at all, for weeks, months, and sometimes even years. So don't let that be you. Tune into that video now.